wanna see some more? You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? See some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face? That's how still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more?
That's how I be happy. Just for all my not abandoned. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get crackin', put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weeks since. Damn, tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil, make the city proud, put it down for them, come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like the New Orleans, real shine. Like women know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? Money growing on trees hanging on.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're underway on Sunday night. Darius Davis to return it. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the 34. Finds his man, Gray. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Chargers will have a 1st. Hurts now from the gun. Hauled in by Gray. And he's taken down at the 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here. Hurts throwing again. He's on the move. Oh, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but a first time out, fumbling it away in enemy territory, that's tough.
And such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. capture it the next time out.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds his man, Rice. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
From the 43. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackle made by Elijah Molden.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Working quickly here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Davis, the motion man right. On 1st down, Hurts. Cut out left. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Finding Davis. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it too.
From the 28. Completes this one to Gray. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
Here's Mahomes. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Yellow, yellow. Right side.
Right back to Pacheco. And they bring him down around the 34. So we're through. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Buys time, rolling right. He tucks it and takes off. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. 2nd and 3 now.
Yellow. Right side.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Yellow. Right side.
Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. He's got him. That's Pacheco. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
It's Pacheco on 3rd, and he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
1st down throw, Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. So 2nd down coming up.
Yellow. Right side.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
I don't need to. Side.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Up and good from Blankenship. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey. 63.
Here's Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Leo Chanel able to bring him down.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Completed to Davis. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Roll left side, caught by Davis. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
Handoff on second and short. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Catch made left side by McConkey. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, first and 10. They'll send him over right. First down throwing for Hurts. And they will score. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers grow their lead just before halftime. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers drive their lead to 11. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes now. Completes this one to Rice. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Offense set for a first and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. Pacheco hauls it in. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Zach Vaughn with the tackle. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Yellow.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. He's within striking distance. Fights across for the touchdown. The Chiefs make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle can mean a touchdown.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
73.
Hurts now from the gun. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, he really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Hurts trying again on second down. He's got Smith. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. They motion a receiver left. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. On the move, headed right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing out to the left, cut! And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers drive their lead to 11. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. And now they face 2nd down. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, 57. Right side.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there, just 11 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. So it's 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Chargers watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half.
With the score,
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Yellow.
It's Pacheco again. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Yellow.
Now it's a bootleg for him. Bails out of the... We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd and 15. Looking right, and he finds him. A lot of mess on the move here. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers push their lead further to start the half. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers push their lead to 18. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. It gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 38. Kelsey makes the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. All set up now for 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Vacates quickly left side.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Yellow. Right side.
Mahomes here from the gun on third down. Chased out to his right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs shrinking the lead some in the third. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs make it an 11-point ball game. Butker on now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 2nd and 10 now. Completes this one to Gray. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first. Hurts looking to throw. He puts some power on a deep one. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs take over on his 5th interception of the season.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a toss to Pacheco. He breaks the tackle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
First down, ball at the 36. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Travis Kelce that time. And now it's 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Has his man. It's Pacheco. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Pacheco. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
Yellow.
So on fourth down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. First field goal was good. His second look from inside of 45 yards. Not quite far enough, and no good. It's off the crossbar and out. And it stays a two-possession game at an 11-point margin. Ball at the 33 for first down. Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. Offense in the hurry up here. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Escapes the pocket. Complete beyond the marker. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Second and 3 now. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. Has a lane inside the 25. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Harris once more. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
This is Harris on second down. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need one more now on third down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chargers very close to an 11th win this season. Third down, 1 yard to go. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chargers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers push their lead to 18. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he's going to field this in the end zone without a return, so they'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Fall down these two. Easy.
Back to throw Mahomes. Finds his man Gray. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Yellow. Hey, rip it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. He takes it himself. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Second and 6 coming up here.
Yellow.
From the 47. And there's your man there. It's intercepted. Buda Baker picks it off. 30. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him. All the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
Mahomes trying to get after the pick. He's got him. That's Pacheco. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Escapes out to the left, and he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That's a pickup of 9, and the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Yellow. Yellow. Eye down these two. Eye down these two. Right side.
Here's Mahomes now. Forced out to his right. And it's picked off, but, yep, pretty clear he was out of bounds, so no interception, incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down.
All right. Yellow, yellow. Right side.
Here's Mahomes. Getting out to his left. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Eye down these two. Eye down these two. 15, yellow, 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 yellow. Right side.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Chargers getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They'll start with a give to Harris. And he's brought down up at the 6-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. So the Chargers take this one on the road.